Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jamal Gulo, alongside my broadcast partner, D-Lo.
Thank you.
David.
Thank you for having me.
We are live here on the East Valley. We're at Cactus Shadows High School. We're getting set for this Cactus Shadows Verrado 5-day matchup. As they introduce the starting lineups right now. So, David, we were talking earlier off air. We're looking out for a few players. And we got my little roster here. Looking out for a few players today. Some of which on Cactus Shadows who are averaging more than 10 plus points. One of those guys being Connor Oliver, the star guard for Cactus Shadows. What are you looking for with him?
Well, in all honesty, I expect Cactus Shadows to come out here, shoot the ball really efficiently to get started. Verrado is going to put pressure on them, as we've seen from their younger teams. They've been pressing all game, all day, so expect Verrado to put some pressure on them, make them force some turnovers. We'll see if Cactus Shadows can break it.
Yeah, they have been putting a lot of pressure on the opposite team. So full court pressure, might I add. So
full court, yeah,
exactly. So we'll see how much pressure they can actually get out of Verrado and how many turnovers they can force. And again, the lights get dark, introducing the home team, the starting five. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. All right, D-Lo, as they get ready to tip off here, you can see their bigs, but Cactus Shadows is a lot bigger than Verrado, and they should be looking to dominate the paint.
They should be, and you'll notice for Verrado, they've got 3 guards out there, 2 of which are actually brothers. As it gets super loud in here.
Yeah, this place is getting loud.
It is very loud in here, but from what we can understand, twin brothers, number 3 and number 0 for Verrado, both freshman guards looking to put on a good performance here today, along with number 30, our senior guard at Verrado, Samson. From what we've been researching, a premier guard in this 5A division that they're in.
Yeah, so Jordan Evans passes to the corner, number 30. Number 23, TJ Menard passes to 30, the big. Going to work 21, free throw line. Down low. A lot of contact, no foul. A foul on the offensive rebound, number 25. Carter Brown. Carter Brown goes to the line on the offensive rebound. And that's another point of emphasis, David. Verrado has to limit the offensive rebounds and second chance plays because of how much bigger Cactus Shadows is.
By a lot. And you can see it based off of what you're seeing right now. You see those little guards in there about to go box out and rebound against those bigger guys down there. We'll see if they can manage it for the entire game.
And you can see how small, especially the guards are, like you were saying earlier. Jay Etheridge, number 3 for Verrado, very small, listed at 5'8". So and the smallest person for Cactus Shadows is about 5'10". So you just seeing that, you can see the size difference between these two teams.
Yeah, and it's humongous. I don't know if you guys can tell by watching on the stream, but they are huge, and these little guards are going to have an issue not only rebounding the ball, but getting the shot off as well.
As Cactus Shadows gets a steal, Verrado almost gets it back, number 30, Samson Chabala. Again, a player we talked about before the game who is a star for Verrado. But again, Cactus Shadows getting it down low. Ball goes out of bounds. Go ahead and Cactus Shadows' way.
And you'll see that from the Cactus Shadows the entire game. They're going to look to dominate the paint, get the ball in there, and get a few easy buckets on these smaller guards.
As Jordan Ethers drives, hands it off to number 30, Samson Chabala. Chabala out for three. It's good. It's good. Number 13, Brady Wadsworth, the senior, the 6-foot senior. As Cactus Shadows pushes it down to number 30 in the corner. Back out to 23 to 30 on the wing. 30 drives it. All the foul looks like it's going to be on the ground. And again, I think we can't emphasize the point enough, the size difference. The size difference, again, it's going to be hard not to foul these big guys because of the size difference. So, and that might get Cactus Shadows to the bonus early.
Yeah, super early. As you can see here, even on the closeout, there's just not a lot of contested pressure with these smaller guards.
No, it's TJ Adnan Ahmedovich, I believe is how you pronounce the name, hits a three. Number 30, Trey Chemin, who averaged 11.9 points per game last season, and is just a rebound monster. Passes up the floor, Chemin gets again for three. It's good. It's good. Cactus Shadows again for three. Again, it looks like they're building the momentum here early, David.
And this is what I was talking about. Cactus Shadows is going to come out here and try and establish that three-point shot early, and they look like they're doing it right now.
And it looks like Verrado's here is falling under pressure very early. It's early, but as number 13 Brady Wadsworth gets called for a travel, Cactus Shadow gets the ball going the other way, and it looks like Verrado's looking to put on a little pressure here as well.
Yeah, and we've seen this from all of their younger teams as well. They will stack the pressure, and I think that's the advantage that they'll have is with these smaller guards, they're going to be a lot quicker, get some steals, get some deflections out there.
As number 3 Quincy Sims gets the block, but is called for the foul. Not sure I necessarily agree with that call, but referees have called it. Number 23.
Yeah, we don't argue with referees here. We just call it a game.
No, you're absolutely right. Adnan Ahmedovich goes to the line for two. But again, you can see where the size comes in. I don't want to sound like a broken record, but I mean it is just ridiculous, the size difference. And you can just see them running into the free throw line and getting ready to rebound. I mean, they're gonna have to pinch both sides easily every time.
Both sides, and that's eventually going to leave these free throw shooters to be able to get a rebound here and there. And I bet you'll see it eventually throughout this game.
And that just leaves for the guards in the backcourt to come and box out the shooter. As number 33, Quincy Sims gets the board. Cactus Shadows call for the foul. Lorenzo Lazarga brings up the ball. Passes out to number 33. Short. Ball knocked out of bounds. Cactus Shadow ball. Out on Cactus Shadows. Out on Verrado, excuse me.
And I think you'll see it here. I don't know if the viewers at home can hear this, but it gets loud even when there's not as much cheering around here. So I think the pressure is really going to start to stack here if Verrado doesn't get any momentum here soon.
That is for sure. As Quincy Sims steals the ball, draws in for a layup. Misses the layup, but lots of contact, called for a foul. I believe that's number 23, Adnan Ahmedovich, if I'm not wrong, called for a foul. I do believe that was who the foul was on. And again, I think the thing for this Verrado team is for them to get out and transition, make these big guys tired.
Yeah, you'll see that with these smaller guards. That's going to be their emphasis. They've got to tire out these bigger guards and try and get some easy transition buckets.
As Quincy Sims misses the second free throw. Rebounded by 25, Carter Brown. Number 0 brings it up. Out to 25 to Chemin in the quarter. Chemin drives. Lots of contact. No foul. Ball knocked out of bounds. Verrado ball. That's the physical defense these smaller guys are going to have to play on this Cactus Shadows team in order to compete.
Yeah, and it looks like it's a lot of contact down there. We'll see if the refs start to crack down on it later in the second half. But I feel like in the first quarter, maybe a little later into the second, they're going to try and let them play as much as they can.
As Quincy Sims gets called for a travel, back the other way for Cactus Shadows. The turnovers are starting to kill Verrado very early. If they turn the ball over, this game is going to get out of hand very quickly.
It'll get out of hand very quickly. And that'll be an issue for them, especially being smaller. You expect them to get out-rebounded on the offensive end. They're going to have to start scoring buckets in a really quick manner.
Absolutely. As Trey Chapman goes up for the dunk, and this crowd goes crazy. Jordan Etheridge brings up the ball for Verrado, drives, double team, passes out to the corner, but called for a reach and foul. I believe, again, is number 23, Adnan Ahmedovich, who my brother here, Shawan Lewis, is tapping his head because of the dunk. But this crowd gets up for its team, I'll tell you what, D-Lo.
Yes, it does. And if you were watching on that last play, you'll see their biggest guard for Verrado was actually contesting the dunk and still couldn't get up high enough. These guys are just so tall, so athletic.
As Samson Chabala goes up for a layup. Misses the layup. Rebound and putback by number 3, Jaden Etheridge. And that's the thing. These guards are going to have to rebound because it's going to be hard for the bigs as Samson Chabala fouls Trey Chapman. But that's the thing. Everybody with this Verrado team, everybody's going to have to rebound in order for them to stop and normalize the size of this Cactus Shadows team. As Trey Chapman here is at the line. Trey Chapman makes the first of his 2 free throws. And like I said, D-Lo, they had a senior last year who averaged over 15 points. But this Trey Chapman, gentleman, he's very good. And I'm sure a lot of it is because of his size and how well he uses his size. He averaged over 11 points last season, being the second leading scorer on his team. Now for him to be the leading scorer on the team this year for a 3-1 Cactus Shadows team.
Yeah, and don't let the height fool you. He has an elite dribbling and passing game for a guy of his size. He can get anywhere on the floor, shoot over guys. You'll see it throughout this game. He will get to his spots. He will get his shots, and we'll see if he continues to knock them down.
As he does the head top motion is a lot of us younger generation kids do. That's kind of the thing for when you get dunked on, and that's just the thing you see around not only high school but college and the NBA as well. As the referees are discussing something, I'm not sure
I think they're calling it on the floor here, changing it from shots to on the floor. It'll be a Cactus Shadow ball.
As Verrado gets a steal, body's flying. Another dunk by Trey Chapman. Jam time by Trey Chapman. Again, the size comes into play for Cactus Shadows. Number 0 brings up the ball for Verrado. Passes to Samson Chabala. Number 2 drives left, hands off to Etheridge. Etheridge drives, a lot of contact, and is fouled by number 13, Charles Allen.
And this is one of those brothers that we were talking about, freshman guard Jordan. Both of them so quick, so athletic for such young guys, and we'll hopefully continue to see them blossom their career with Verrado.
Yeah, especially for both being freshmen, as Jordan misses the first free throw. But both of them, obviously, like you said, twin brothers, both freshmen, both very quick, shifty, De'Aaron Fox type like guards.
Yeah. You'll see it. They'll continue to get around these bigger guards, get to their spots, and hopefully they can make some plays, not crack under the pressure here.
As Jordan Etheridge gets the ball at the top, crosses over, hands over to 33, Quincy Sims. Out to 3, Chabala's 3 short. Rebound, Ahmedovich. Sorry, that's a tongue twister. Ahmedovich to Chapman. Chapman drives left, drives all the way. It's blocked at the rim, but gets his own putback, misses the putback. Rebound by 21, Trey Ross. Number 2 drives left, back out to Sims, back to the corner. And Lorenzo Lizardo almost loses it, gets it back to Etheridge.
And you can see this pressure is really starting to give to Verrado. Let's see if they can get their shots off.
As Lizardo 3 is short. Number 1, Miles Godfrey with the rebound. Godfrey drives, passes it out to number 13. 13 back into Godfrey. 13 drives, out to 25 for the mid-range. No good. Sims with the rebound.
And you can see from Verrado, even on the missed shots, they are still getting into this full court press, trying to smother Cactus Shadows, trying to force some turnovers. we'll see if it works out for them as the game progresses.
And that being risky, especially on missed shots. The way that Verrado likes to get out on the run and on fast breaks, that can very much hurt Cactus Shadows. So as Quincy Sims here at the free throw line for Verrado.
Yeah, and Quincy Sims, another young guy. We'll look to see what he can do in this game tonight as well.
Yeah, Quincy Sims being one of their taller guys, only listed at 6'1", but compared to these Cactus Shadows bigs, especially, he's very small compared to the rest.
Yeah, and looking at it on the live stream, I know you all. For them, it looks like they are about the same height, but I promise you, looking at it on the court here, there is a big size difference that you can clearly see.
As Godfrey passes down low to number 15, Dane Milanovic for the layup. As Verrado comes back down, Etheridge with the ball, crossing over, gets it to Chabala. Chabala crossing over. He's at the top of the key. Crosses over again, drives left, out to the corner, back to Lazard. Etheridge gets the ball, drives left, and he's called for the charge. Goes the other way. Again, turnovers will kill the Verrado Vipers, especially if they do it consistently. You have to limit the turnovers against a very good Cactus Shadows team.
But as you see, no heads down, no pouting around, just getting right into that press, almost a steal there, stepping out of bounds. It'll go back to Cactus Shadows, but Verrado loves this press. We'll see if it continues to work out for him.
Yeah, it looked like a great play there, but his foot was indeed on the line. And it looks like there's confusion here as Etheridge is coming off the court. Number 13, Brady Wadsworth checks in for Jordan Etheridge. Number 13 for Cactus Shadows, Charles Allen passes the ball in, gets it to Chemmins. Verrado tries to trap in the corner, drives middle, out to Godfrey. Back to Chemin, who gets blocked by number 2, Lorenzo Lazarga. Great play by Lazarga.
This is what you'll see from these smaller guards. They will hustle, and they will hustle all day trying to stop this fast break. And you'll continue to see it. They will have to outwork this Cactus Shadows team if they want a chance to win.
Godfrey, dangerous pass, who almost gets stolen by Lazarga. 21 gets it out to Chemin for 3. No good, it's short. Rebound, Sebastian Pena. Chabala up the court. Top of the key, drives right. Hands off to number 13, Charles Allen for 3. Too long. Quincy Sims gets the board. Tied together, jump ball. Cactus Shadow possession.
And you'll see on this Verrado side, number 35, just coming in, also another young freshman guy for Verrado. Future's looking really bright, but as you can see, experience might be the best battle that they're facing right now against this very accomplished Cactus Shadows team.
As Chemin drives and gets fouled by, I believe that was number 35, Sebastian Pena. As I do believe they are in the bonus. So, and we talked about this earlier, D'Lo. If they continue to foul like this, as Chemin misses his first free throw, if they continue to foul like this, it'll be up to Cactus Shadows to be able to make their free throws consistently in order to really expand that lead.
As he goes 1 for 2 for the line. Yeah, you'll look to see them capitalize on these free throws, getting in the bonus.
As Etheridge passes out to Lazarga. Lazarga for 3. A deep 3, no good. Rebound number 21, Patrick Geary. Godfrey brings up the ball, drives right, back to the middle. Gets it to Chemin on the wing. Chemin holds, gets doubled. Out to Godfrey. Chemin in the corner, down to number 21, Geary, and he's fouled, I believe.
And for this Verrado team, you see them putting up a lot of shots from the three-point range. They're just trying to find their rhythms, try and get something going, get a run here against this Cactus Shadows team, up 7 with a minute left. Timeout.
As Cactus Shadows calls a timeout, we will take a quick break. We'll be back in about a minute. As we're back now, number 21, Patrick Geary's at the line.
And I know we had the mics off just there for the timeout, but this Cactus Shadows student section is going crazy during the timeout. A lot of energy in the building right now.
This is an electric Cactus Shadow student section, and it looks very good. As Jordan Etheridge drives left, tries to hand the ball off, doesn't get it, gets it to Pena. Pena back out to Etheridge. Etheridge drives left, and he's fouled by number 21, Patrick Geary.
And again, we're going to keep mentioning this, but this size difference from the defender here, about a head taller than our guard Jordan Etheridge for Verrado here. But you can see with that speed, he's getting to his spots, drawing a foul, get to the free throw line.
And another thing for this Verrado team, if you can drive on the bigs and get them in foul trouble, especially Trey Chemin, number 30, their best player, the next thing you have to do is really make your free throws, as Jordan Etheridge goes 1 for 2 in the line. But that's the biggest thing. If you can get to the line and make your free throws and get these bigs in foul trouble, you can really limit them a lot. As 25 gets down low, it gets the bucket and the foul. Number 25, Carter Brown, as this crowd goes absolutely crazy. And again, it is a electric crowd out here tonight.
Missing a free throw. You see both teams here missing their free throws. They're going to knock these down if either team wants to either pull away or get back in this game.
As the referee discusses here, there's a little bit of confusion. There's a little bit of confusion with the time clock here. Cactus Shadow Falcons up 20-11. As Sims passes the ball in the number 20, Asher Melissa, who just checked into the game, I believe. Quincy Sims crosses over, drives left on Chemin. Chemin blocks it, sends it back to where it came from, and let Quincy Sims know about it.
Yeah, and this crowd letting them hear it too. Let's see if this Verrado team can overshake this pressure right now to get a bucket.
As Chabala and Trey Ross both check in for the Vipers. You know, you have a side out now. With these 4 bigs, it's really hard to draw up a play and be able to execute well.
Yeah, I mean, they're so big. They can get around screens. They're very agile, very quick. So, as you see.
As Chabala drops, Chemin, 3 is short, though. As Godfrey gets the rebound, but his foot is out of bounds. Again, another baseline out. Like you said, very physical, very athletic, very, very agile bigs. It's tough to really run a well-executed baseline play. As Miles gets it into Chabala. Chabala for 3, it's good.
And we'll see if that'll get him going, Gumo. We'll see with that three-pointer if he can get some momentum going.
As Chemin drives all the way down, gets the bucket and the foul with less than 5 seconds left to put the Cactus Shadow Falcons up 22-14 and a possible 3-point play the old-fashioned way.
And he's got it going this quarter, 10 early points in this first quarter. Looking to add another one here for 11 in this first quarter. So you'll see they've got it going early.
As Chabala takes a last-second shot, short on the 3. And that will be the end of the first quarter in a very highly contested first quarter, very fast-paced first quarter, as the Falcons have a 9-point lead on the Verrado Vipers going into the second quarter, 23-14. We'll be right back. As we're back here in the second quarter, Verrado Vipers get the ball here to start the second quarter.
In this student section, very electric to start the second quarter. Their team up 9. See if Verrado can get back into this game.
As Lizarga gets the ball in the corner, presses over, drives right, back out to the corner, back out to the top, Quincy Sims. Crosses over, drives left, goes up with the layup. A lot of contact, no foul. Chemmins with the rebound. Chemmins drives down to 25, who mishandles the ball, saves it, gets it back into Lizarga. There's a call here. I believe it's a foul on Verrado. Yes, foul on 21 Trey Ross. I believe it's a reach-in foul, so it should be a baseline out. As Cactus Shadows, Dane Milanovic passes the ball in here. Milanovic in at 25, who gets fouled by number 13, Brady Wadsworth, as Carter Brown goes to the line.
And you'll see this Cactus Shadows team, again, abusing their size. You see it on the fast break, all these high passes. And then also on the inbound here, getting it down low, getting some contact, going back to the line.
And that's another big thing. Passes offensively, as Carter Brown makes his first free throw, passes offensively down here on Verrado's end of the court have to be precise almost, because of how long and how big this Cactus Shadows team is. They can reach and almost get almost every single ball if it's even a tad out of line, as Carter Brown goes 2 for 2 from the line.
Yeah, you'll notice these Verrado guards making a lot of jump passes. They're used to being more athletic and about the same size, but this Cactus Shadows team, again, just so big, so tall, so athletic. We'll see if they can stop the turnovers and make some momentum here.
As Lizarga has the ball in the corner, gives it back out to Sims. Sims drives right, screen by Pena. Etheridge gets the ball back, drives left, nowhere to go. Out to Lizarga. Lizarga for 3. And it's good. Off the glass, Lorenzo Lizarga.
The bank is still open for Verrado.
The bank is still open. As Cactus Shadows gets the ball in, Godfrey with the ball. Chemin at the wing. Chemin drives right. All the way in, lots of contact, no foul. Carter Brown with the putback. Again, the size advantage gets to him.
Yeah, they've got to find a way to box out here and get some boards, stop this momentum from Cactus Shadows.
As Sims has the ball on the wing, drives left, crosses over, gets called for a carry. Cactus Shadows ball. Again, the turnovers. The turnovers is one reason why this lead is 10 points.
Yeah, they've got to find a way to limit these turnovers here. As you see Verrado back in his press, let's see if they can force some turnovers here.
As a timeout is called by Cactus Shadows. And we will also take a timeout. We will be right back. 10-point lead. Cactus Shadows up 27-17 on the Verrado Vipers, as we'll be back in about a minute. As we're back out here in East Phoenix at Cactus Shadows High School, as they have a 10-point lead on the Verrado Vipers. As they get the ball in at 21, Ahmedovich. Ahmedovich gets it down to Carter Brown. Carter Brown trapped, back out to Ahmedovich. On the corner goes Chemin. Chemin drives left. Ball gets knocked away. Etheridge with the rebound. Etheridge picks up his dribble, back out to Lizarga. Lizarga brings the ball up the court. Passes out to Etheridge. Etheridge dribbles right. Call for a travel. Again, another turnover. It seems like these guards, especially the twins, or the brothers maybe I should say, can't really get anything going, and the turnovers keep piling up.
Yeah, we'll see if they can find a way to get it under control. It's just a bad slip up here by Verrado, giving up an open shot. Lucky for them that the Cactus Shadows missed it there.
And Etheridge brings the ball back up. Drives left. Goes up with the floater. A lot of contact. No foul. Could have went either way. As Cactus Shadows gets the ball back. Amedovich gets trapped. Gives it out to number 0, Connor Oliver. Charles Allen with the ball. Gives it to Amedovich. Amedovich on the wing. Charles Allen gets fouled by Etheridge. Another foul. Again, it's going to be hard not to foul these big Cactus Shadows players because of their size advantage. And not to sound like a broken record again, but it just has so much impact on the game.
Yeah, and you can hear it here from these Verrado fans sitting next to us. They did not like that call.
No, absolutely not. As they get it into the big Carter Brown, gets him up, and the foul. Carter Brown again with another and one bucket and a chance to get the 3 points the old-fashioned way.
And again, you'll see it there, just those over-the-top passes for these big guys. These guards cannot jump high enough to go get it, and you'll see the and one as a result.
This Carter Brown, I believe, has made all of his free throws today. And one of the few people who shot their free throws really well today. And that's going to be big for Cactus Shadows, being able to hit their free throws because they know Verrado's going to have to foul a lot in order to stop a lot of these easy layups. As I say that, misses his first free throw.
As you jinx him right there, missing the free throw.
As Etheridge has the ball at the top of the key. Passes out to the wing to Lazarga. Lazarga crosses over, drives right, back out to Etheridge. Etheridge drives left. Euro step, layup, gets fouled. I believe the foul was on number 15, Dane Milanovic. As the Vipers, Jordan Etheridge goes to the line.
And let's see if these free throws can get them some momentum, get some points on the board, and get them into a groove.
Again, it's the free throws for both teams. Got to be, as Jordan Etheridge makes his first free throws. But these teams are going to get to the line a lot. So you have to be able to make those free throws, especially for Verrado to stay within keeping distance of the game as Jordan Etheridge goes 2 for 2 from the line.
Yeah, and there have been a few missed free throws by both teams. One could put them away early here, one keeping them in the game. So we'll see what team continues to make their free throws.
As Amedovich passes to the corner of Charles Allen. Charles Allen double team. Back out to the top, Amedovich. Amedovich dribbles left. Allen on the wing. Back out to Amedovich. Milanovic in the corner. Charles Allen for 3 in the wing. No good. In and out, halfway down. Carter Allen. Carter Brown with the rebound and the putback. Again, Carter Brown has been dominating this game so far.
They've got to find a way to box out if you're Verrado. Shots not falling. You got to make sure you limit the Cactus Shadows team to one shot. Try and get more shots up for these Verrado Vipers here.
As Lazarga dribbles left, but a timeout is called by the Vipers, as we will also take a timeout with them. Again, Cactus Shadows, big lead so far on the Verrado Vipers, up by 12 with 4:24 left here in the second quarter.
Some camera difficulties here. Let us work some few things out here. As again, another turnover by the Vipers, and this student section going crazy over there, talking a lot to the players.
I mean, this student section, it almost seems like a college student section. As Etheridge gets the rebound, or gets the steal, misses the layup. Charles Allen down the floor, down the corner in the Chemin. Chemin for 3. It's good. It's good. This Cactus Shadows team is starting to run away with the game as they are now up 15 on the Verrado Vipers as they get it down to Lorenzo Lazarga. Lazarga to the top. Etheridge gets the ball, back out to Lazarga. Lazarga drives right to the free throw line, gives it to number 13. As they turn the ball over again, as Adnan Ahmedovich draws the charge.
Cactus Shadows just getting to their spots, playing some good defense and drawing the charge there. If you're Verrado, got to start utilizing some of that footwork, get to some jump stops, make good passes, get open shots.
As this Cactus Shadows crowd is really starting to get into it now. As number 0, Connor Oliver, brings the ball up for Cactus Shadows. Gives it to Ahmedovich in the wing. Double team, gives it to the Charles Allen. Charles Allen free throw jumper. It's good. It's good. Again, it looks like Cactus Shadows is getting whatever they want offensively right now.
And that's how you distinguish a lot of these good teams. Those kids that can shoot the mid-range, that's what college scouts are looking for.
As the Falcons get the steal and the fast break layup, as Ahmedovich shows a little bit of emotion, as number 15, Dane Milanovic, gets the layup. As Chemin fouls number 33, Samson Chabala.
Let's see if Samson can get this Vipers team going here. Their senior guard. Got to get some momentum on the board, try and get back in this game.
And, them, Chabala being their best player, if he doesn't get going soon, this game will get out of hand and will not, as it's already a 19-point lead, they have to get their best player going. He's got to get some shots up, even if they're not good. As long as he's getting them up, he'll be able to get warmed up.
As you can see, though, guarded by the very tall, very lanky Trey Chemin. We'll see if he can get some shots up.
As Sims has the ball in the wing, Sims drives to the free throw line. Jump stops to the corner of Etheridge. Etheridge with the floater. No good. It's short. Gets his own rebound. Out to Sims for 3 at the top. It's good. It's good as the Vipers finally end this Cactus Shadows run to cut it to a 16-point lead.
And Quincy Sims, the guy that the student section were wanting off the bench earlier with a big 3. We'll see if that gets some momentum here for Verrado.
As Ahmedovich misses a deep 3, but put back, and the foul by the big, long Trey Chemin, as you described earlier, gets the bucket with the chance to make it a 3-point play.
And he is everywhere. He can shoot from the 3, drive, shoot the mid-range. He's got it all, and you're seeing it here.
As he misses his free throw, and Verrado gets the ball. Chabala brings the ball down the court. Crossover on Chemin, drives right, all the way down. Another charge taken by Cactus Shadows, as that's Dane Milanovic. Again, everybody getting involved for this Falcons team defensively, laying their body out on the line, as that is the second charge Milanovic is taking.
And you'll see here, very uncommon, but Verrado back into this half court, no longer in this press. We'll see if this adjustment works out for him.
As I'd like to shout out our Epic Sports Network crew today, we have my brother Shawan Lewis, my little sister Vanessa Gumo, and of course my brother David Largo, aka D-Lo, my broadcast partner. As Ahmedovich gets the ball, cross-court passes to Charles Allen, blocked by Sebastian Pena. And again, Sebastian Pena, I believe, is their tallest player that they have at listed as 6'5". So he's gonna have to be able to. He's tall, yet very, very skinny. So he's all they got. To compare with these other bigs.
And again, it's an experience thing, as you were talking about. Very tall, very lanky, but again, only a freshman. That experience may get to them in the end.
As Charles Allen takes a mid-range jump shot, rebound Carter Brown, fouled again, and he goes back to the line. The size advantage has really taken over for this Falcons team, as they've been in the bonus maybe since the 5-minute mark here in the second quarter. As Carter Brown takes and misses his first free throw. D-Lo, I think I might have jinxed him the first time. He was perfect from the line until I mentioned it, and he missed his previous free throw, and now he's missed 2 in a row.
Yeah, you jinxed them, and this is going to be a big key here to sustaining this lead. Can they make their free throws with this very physical game that we've got going on?
As he does go 1 for 2 from the line, Verrado gets the ball back. Etheridge brings the ball down the court. Godfrey guarding, drives left, fakes, gets tripped up. Number 33, Quincy Sims for 3, no good. Rebound by number 20, Asher Melissa, as he's fouled. Like you said, very physical game, a lot of fouls being called. It doesn't exactly look like the referees are letting them play. As the Verrado Vipers have a baseline passing. Quincy Sims to pass the ball in. Quincy Sims out to Asher Melissa. Melissa drives left, gives it to Sims. Back out to Etheridge. Etheridge crosses over, nowhere to go. Crosses over again, drives right, passes to the wing to Lazarga. 3 is short. Lazarga saves the ball. No, he doesn't. Steps out, Cactus Shadows ball.
Yeah, but you love to see that hustle from these younger guys, and coaches love to see that. They will get a lot of rapport for that on this team.
As the Falcons get the ball back, Godfrey bringing the ball up for the Falcons. Godfrey to the middle. Chemin free throw jumper. It's good. And it's good. It looks like Verrado is running a 2-3. And a 2-3, as you know, the main point is to get to the middle.
Yeah, and Trey Chemin with that size and that length, he can get his shots up from the middle as soon as he catches it, as you saw there. So we'll see what the defensive scheme is with a minute left here in the second.
As Etheridge goes to the line with the minute left, as you said, down 21 points to these Falcons. Free throw number 1, good. And Chemin shooting that free throw jumper, I mean, when he shoots, you can't block it. It almost looks like Kevin Durant the way he shoots and just shoots over the top of everybody.
Yeah, he gets up there, very tall, high release point. It's going to be really, really hard to block Trey Chemin once he's on his way up.
As Godfrey passes down to Medovich. Medovich on the wing, down to Carter Brown. Goes up for the layup, it's good. Again, the size advantage takes over. They get the ball down quickly. Verrado doesn't set up. They get an easy layup. Etheridge with the ball at the top. Gives it to 23. 23 drives right. Ball knocked loose. Picked up by Godfrey. Godfrey's driving. Another turnover. Sims with the steal. Down to Etheridge. Easy layup.
And that's what you got to see. Get those turnovers, get out in transition, get some easy buckets.
Verrado looks like they're back in the press. And Medovich beats it. Down to Carter Brown. Another foul. This time on Pena. Their big young guy. The freshman listed at 6'5". Again, we talked about it earlier. He's got the size. He's got the height. Doesn't exactly have the width to really compete with these big Cactus Shadow guards.
Yeah, but they'll get him in the weight room. They'll beef him up, and we'll see going into his sophomore year. Still early in the freshman year, though. Maybe he'll find his groove later on in the season.
Yeah, still an extremely young guy. Like you mentioned, freshman guy, 6'5". So he's very, very, very much likely to get even taller. And like you said, in offseason, maybe get him in the weight room, get him bulked up a little bit as Carter Brown misses his second free throw.
Yeah, and you'll see him grab a big rebound right there. They've got to keep grabbing the rebounds off these missed free throws.
And it looks like Cactus Shadows is trapping here. Lazarga with the ball out to Etheridge. Etheridge, a deep three. No good, in and out. 23 with the rebound. He misses the layup. He gets the ball back. And he's blocked, but he's fouled by Adnan Medovich. And that is number 23, RJ Acosta. So I stopped calling him by his number and start calling him by his name.
Yeah, big rebounds there, though, from RJ. And that's what you're going to want to see from this Verrado team going in. Just can they get some not only defensive rebounds, but offensive rebounds as well, get some easy second chance points.
And it seems like this Verrado team is going very deep on their bench to really try and stop
as a missed free throw there from RJ, as we are having some camera difficulties here, so give us just one moment.
As Cactus Shadows gets the ball back, down to Trey Chemin. Trey Chemin, again, the size advantage wins again as they get a shot right before the buzzer. Easy layup, fast break layup.
Again, broken record. This size is really killing these Verrado Vipers right now. We'll see what adjustments they can make in the second half, try and deal with that size, and try and get some turnovers from this Cactus Shadows team.
As it looks like we will be getting an interview with one of the coaches.
Perfect. And we are here with Verrado Vipers coach. In that first half, a lot of turnovers. What are you going to do in the second half? Try and limit those turnovers from this Cactus Shadows team.
Well, I think we just need to calm down a little bit. We want to push the pace on them, but then it's turned around and then the pace is being pushed on us, and we forcing it a little too much. We just need to calm down. Run our sets, run it through, turn it over a little bit, not turnover in terms of turnover, but just reverse the ball and make the defense move a little bit more, then attack it from there. We just coming down and shooting the ball a little too quick and playing a little too fast right now, and it's causing a lot of those turnovers.
Yeah, and you'll notice from this crowd here, very loud in this first half. How are you going to deal with the pressure in the second half, especially with the chants going on from your team?
Well, the way you deal with that is make buckets. When we make shots, then the crowd is not into it. But when we turn the ball over, like you said earlier, and then they getting in transition out on the other end, and they're scoring buckets, the crowd is going to get into it. So the only way for us to take the crowd of it is to get stops and make shots.
Perfect. Thank you, Coach. We look to see what you got in the second half. All right.
All right. Thank you.
And we'll see what Verrado's got in the second half as they are down currently 21 to these Cactus Shadow team. And we'll take a break for halftime. We'll see you guys in a little bit here.
Grab Cactus Shadow coach for the before game start. All right, good. How you doing, Coach?
Oh, man, how are you?
So, Coach, I want to ask the size advantage that you guys have.
Absolutely.
How have you liked what Trey Chapman and Carter Brown have done so far?
They've been fantastic. We talked about it pregame. Offensive rebounds are going to be there for tonight. You got to attack the glass. Go be physical. They've done a nice job.
And the laying the body out on the line, the charges that have been
Huge.
taking, defense that has been going on. How do you like that?
3 charges, 2 guards stepping in, taking them, selling out their bodies for the team, man. It's been awesome.
And lastly, 21-point lead going into the second half. What'd you tell your team at halftime to really keep the lead and expand it?
Can't relax. This team came back down from 11 or 12 to Mountain Ridge about a week ago. We know that. They're going to throw a lot at us. Can't relax.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
It's not showing. I had to show the scoreboard. It's not showing over here. There it goes. Now it's showing. I don't know what it was. Yeah, I heard him. I had it on the scoreboard.
Hey, I'll take it, bro.
Yeah, at least you got it.
And honestly, we can do that. Like, even when Kevin's here, we'll just rotate. And then when, and like I said, both of us will, like, we'll probably put the player right here after the game, whether it's Chapman or Carter Brown or whoever it is, and put him right here. And then we'll just,
How many questions you ask? By the way, I don't like the vibe this school's giving me. I'm not gonna lie to you. He was perfectly fine with doing it.
welcome back to, excuse me. Welcome back here to Cactus Shadows High School as we are witnessing this 5A matchup between the Cactus Shadows Falcons and the Verrado Vipers, as the Falcons have a 21-point lead here on the Verrado Vipers, 48-27. D'Lo, we talked to the coach at halftime and really wanted to expand on the size advantage that they've been able to use.
Yeah, and it's, again, broken record. This size matchup is incredible here as Trey Chapman getting the shot off, fortunately missing, and Verrado headed down the other way.
Etheridge brings the ball back, gives it to his brother, out to Jabala. Jabala for 3 from the top is short, Chapman rebound. Got to get Jabala going.
And yeah, off of that interview from Verrado coach, we talked about those turnovers that Verrado has had, as well as the crowd impact and that pressure. We'll see if Verrado's made some changes and they can get back in this game.
As Trey Ross gets the steal and gives it to Jabala. Jabala brings up the 4 with the Medovich guarding. Drives right out to Etheridge. Etheridge crosses over, gives it back to Jabala in the corner. Jabala crosses over. Step back, mid-range, jumper is good.
Let's see if he can get it going in the second half. They're going to need it if they want to come back here.
And that's the guy you really want to get going. The Falcons bring it back up. Number 0, Connor Oliver, has the ball. Trapped in the corner. Gives it down to Carter Brown. A wide open Carter Brown for the easy layup.
Yeah, and if you're Verrado, you can't have those empty paints like that, especially already being small. You got to figure out a way to get them to take some outside shots here.
As Cactus Shadows gets the rebound off the miss. As we're having some technical difficulties here. Number 21 drives, and he's fouled as he's going to go to the line.
We're trying to figure out what's going on with the camera here. As we figured it out, the camera has indeed died on us. We'll try and get the other one. See if we can get this back online here. There we go. Now we're back. Don't know what happened there. Number 21, Pat Geary, making his free throws here.
Does it look like the camera's died, folks? We're getting the charger right now as we speak. As the ball's on the ground, looks like Verrado's going to come up with it. Jabala, again, diving for the ball on the ground. You love to see that, especially from your star player. who needs to get going here, down by 20. As Verrado has the ball. Chabala gets the ball, brings the ball up the court. Crosses over, drives right, gives it to Etheridge. Etheridge drives left. Etheridge backs up on the wing, gives it back to Chabala at the top. Chabala crosses over, loses the ball. Etheridge gets it back, gives it to his brother. Etheridge for three. A deep three, in and out. No good. Chemin with the rebound. Number 0, Connell Oliver, brings the ball up for the Falcons. Gives it to Amedovich in the corner. No good. Etheridge with the rebound. Down to Chabala. A deep pass, slips, recovers the ball, which is stolen by Trey Chemin. What a play.
Yeah,
down to number 20. 21, Patrick Gary with the and one layup as this momentum just keeps building for the Cactus Shadow Falcons.
And as we're working on these technical difficulties, trying to get the camera back on here, number 21, Patrick Gary, back to the line. Another big piece for them last year, averaging 8 and 5. And we'll see if he has an impact in the second half.
As Gary misses the free throws and is rebounded by Pena. Etheridge has the ball, brings the ball up, drives left.
There we are,
Stops.
back on the camera.
As the technical difficulties has sort of have been fixed. As Connell Oliver has the ball on the wing. Back to Amedovich. Amedovich steps up. He shoots the three. No good, long. Rebound, Carter Brown, knocked away by Sims. As last touched by the Cactus Shadow Falcons.
And that's what Verrado's going to need a lot of these rebounds. Try and get some possessions here, get some momentum, try and claw their way back.
As the Falcons are up 23 points with about 4:50 remaining in the third quarter. As Chabala drives left, slips, called for a travel, Cactus Shadow's ball. As Chabala looks to be calling for a sub, may have been shaken up on that play. As Jaden Etheridge comes in for Chabala.
Yeah, and as we see here, untying his shoes, he's thinking those are the issues. Maybe change the shoes out, get some better grip on the court here.
As Chemin has the ball, driving left. He goes up for a layup. A lot of contact, no foul. As Patrick Gary's there for the rebound, he misses the layup, but puts his own miss back. As again, the size advantage, the rebounding, bites the Vipers again. As Lazarga comes up, pulls the three, no. Rebound Chemin. Chemin to Oliver. Oliver brings up the ball, back to Chemin. Chemin to Amedovich. Amedovich trapped in the wing. He gets the ball down to Patrick Gary. Bad pass, out of bounds. Ball goes to the Verrado Vipers.
Yeah, and you see Patrick Gary, all 6 points in this second half for Cactus Shadows. We'll see if he continues to keep it up after his strong performance last year.
He has certainly been dominating, especially to start out this third quarter. As Quincy Sims drives to the middle, out to Etheridge for the three. It's good.
And you'll look to see these twins start to get it going. They can be very electric when they have some momentum going on.
Yeah, if they can really get it going, maybe even defensively, as they lead the full court trap here for the Vipers, as it kind of gets broken there, and Amedovich passes out to Oliver. Oliver down low to Carter Brown, blocked by Sebastian Pena.
Yeah, and you'll see using that length that we talked about, he's going to have to continue using that if they want to get back in this game.
As Etheridge on the wing, step back jumper, no good, it's short. Sebastian Pena with the rebound, goes back up, he gets the putback layup. It's a little bit of a taste of their own medicine for Cactus Shadows. As they're really in this press, as Lazarga gets called for the foul. No, excuse me. Adnan Amedovich gets called for the foul after the Lazarga steal.
And this is what Verrado does, get that pressure up, get some steals, try and get some easy buckets, as you see there with the foul to stop the fast break.
So far, this press has been working as they cut the lead down to 19 with about 3:20 left. Etheridge gets the ball across his right. Passes out to his brother on the wing. 3-2 long, no good. Chemin with the rebound. Milanovic drives the ball. He's tripped up. No foul. Patrick Gary drives out to Charles Allen. Charles Allen back to Milanovic. His floater no good. Quincy Sims with the rebound. He's pushing the ball up. Etheridge with the ball down to his corner to his brother. Etheridge drives, right-handed layup. It's good.
And you'll see these Twins starting to get some momentum. As we were talking about all game, they're going to have to get to their spots, get their shots, and they can certainly come back in this game.
As Oliver passes out to Charles Allen, who drives and makes the layup as they really begin to break this press. As Cactus Shadows calls a timeout, as they're really starting to.
You can tell Coach is not happy with the defensive pressure for Cactus Shadows. Call it a timeout, see if they can figure it out.
No, and we'll be right back in about a minute. And we're back as Verrado has the ball. Etheridge drives left with the floater. A lot of contact, no foul. Good. Patrick Gary passes all the way down to Charles Allen. He gets the easy fast break layup. As this crowd really starts to get going once again. As the Verrado Vipers are down 21 points again with about 2 minutes remaining in this third quarter. Etheridge drives, loose ball. Quincy Sims recovers it. Bad pass, Patrick Gary steals it. But he's out of bounds as the Vipers almost turn the ball over once again.
Yeah, and they just got to slow down, get to their spots, try and get some shots up here.
As Etheridge has the ball, driving right. Gives it to Lazargo. Lazargo crosses over, drives right with the layup. Too long, no good. Charles Allen rebound. Charles Allen pushing, 2-on-2. Down to Patrick Geary with the layup and the hard foul by Quincy Sims. As it gets a little chippy. Oh, there we go. There's that Cactus Shadows crowd. They're starting to get a little rowdy, especially after that hard foul by Quincy Sims.
As you'll see, Quincy Sims getting taken out immediately. Coach doesn't want any mishaps in this comeback that they're trying to make here.
This Patrick Geary here is at the line for two. As Patrick Geary makes the first of two free throws that he has. As Quincy Sims gets taken out of the game for number 32, Aiden Rostenberg. I believe who was checking into the game for the first time. Again, Rostenberg, one of their bigger players, listed as 6'4". My bad, D'Lo, to interrupt. Go ahead.
Yeah, and you'll just see the ref coming over to Quincy Adams at half court here, which you could not see, but just telling him made a great basketball play, just happened to be a little physical, but it is all good in the end.
And Etheridge shoots a three in the corner, misses it too long. Nobody touches it. Last touched by the Verrado Vipers. As it is beginning to get a little chippy, and I don't blame them. This Cactus Shadows crowd is really, really starting to getting into it, especially the student section. As Miles Godfrey drives, misses the layup short. Rostenberg the rebound. Ball knocked loose. Godfrey with the steal. Patrick Geary. He makes the layup. Great find by Miles Godfrey. Verrado gets it back up. Etheridge brings it up to the front court. Crosses over, drives up, drives to the left, out to Rostenberg. Rostenberg drives right. Back out to Etheridge. Etheridge sizing up. Back out to his brother. Etheridge to Lazargo. Lazargo drives left. Locked up. Steal by Miles Godfrey. Godfrey driving. He's driving all the way. Missed the right-hand layup. But number 15, Dave Milanovic, is right there to clean it up.
Again, these offensive rebounds are really killing Verrado. We got to see them try and get up on the board here.
And another hard foul, this time by number 1, Miles Godfrey of the Falcons, which will send number 3, Jaden Etheridge, to the line.
And you'll see Verrado's getting a lot of good shots up here. They're just unfortunately not falling for them. We'll see if they can start to hit some shots and come back in this game.
As I did make a mistake, that was not a shooting foul. As Jaden Etheridge actually goes to the bench here, and Samson Chabala actually checks back in. Chabala for the inbound. Gives it to number 20, Asher Melissa. Etheridge drives right. Splits the double team and gets fouled by number 13, Charles Allen, as he does get up a little limping.
Yeah, it looked like they bonked knees there. There will be a sub here. Get him out the game, see if he's all right.
As Ahmedovich will indeed check in for Charles Allen, and Verrado will get another baseline inbound. Ball's inbounded to Chabala. Chabala drives right, pulls out for the mid-range. It's good. Hits every part of the rim and then bounces in as they cut the lead down to 24 with about 30 seconds left in this half. Number 0, Connor Oliver, gets the ball, gives it to Ahmedovich, who gives it to Godfrey. Godfrey gives it to Milanovic. Milanovic drives right, back out to the corner, Ahmedovich. Ahmedovich drives. He hop steps and makes the layup for Cactus Shadows to make it a 26-point game with about 10 seconds left. Etheridge brings up the court, crosses left, crosses back right, drives right. A lot of contact, fakes it, goes up, gets blocked, but he is fouled with about 3 seconds left to give him some free throws.
Yeah, and he is just so quick, so shifty, getting to his spots. Just some really big guys down there. It's hard for him to get that shot up, but through the contact, he'll go to the line for 2.
And these Etheridge brothers are really playing well. I mean, you can see how hard they're breathing and as he makes his first free throw, but you can see how hard they're playing. And I mean, even though the shots aren't falling, they're still getting on defense, really sticking. Those are the front line in the press. If they get by them, it's trouble. So they're really playing hard as he makes his second free throw.
Yeah, and as these freshman guards here, again, this inexperience, they are playing really well against this Cactus Shadows team here, despite the shots not falling.
And Godfrey's half-court heave is short, and that will be the end of the third quarter as the Cactus Shadow Falcons have a 26-point lead on the Verrado Vipers, 66-42, and we'll be right back to start the fourth quarter.
All right, and we're back to start this fourth quarter here. We'll see if Verrado can tighten this lead or if Cactus Shadows will only extend it from here.
Yeah, D'Lo, they got about the fourth quarter, 8 minutes to really make this a game and really see if they're able to at least, if at the very least, build some momentum going into their next game.
Yeah, and you'll see Samson hasn't really gotten the shots to fall, hasn't really gotten anything. We'll see if this fourth quarter he can turn it up here a little bit.
And Chabala passes it out to Rossenberg. Chabala drives right. He gets fouled and the bucket. Maybe that can be a momentum booster here for the Vipers.
Yeah, and like I said, Samson, he can shoot, he can get to his spots a lot like Trey can. So just a tiny bit smaller, but it's still just as explosive. So we'll see if he can pick it up in this fourth quarter.
Chabala takes his dribble, shoots the free throw, bounces in. Down to a 21-point lead. Verrado back with the full court press. Back to Milanovic. Milanovic to Godfrey. Godfrey dribbles up. He's trying to evade the trap. Down to Carter Brown. What a great pass by Miles Godfrey as he finds Carter Brown down low for the easy layup.
Again, this Cactus Shadows team just wide open in the paint. Verrado's got to find a way to get a body down there and stop these easy layups.
As Etheridge gives the ball to number 20, Melissa. Loose ball. Shabala gets the ball back. As that will be called a backcourt violation, and Shabala hit the ball, and no defender touches it, and that will be Cactus Shadow Falcons ball. Milanovic inbound the ball. Ahmedovich to get the ball in the backcourt. Ahmedovich drives it. Gives it to Godfrey. Godfrey dribbles right to Chemin. Free throw jumper. It's good. And again, D'Lo, that jumper, he just makes it look so easy, just shooting over everybody.
Yeah, he can really get up there, avoid all of the defenders in their hands, and get any shot he wants, really.
As Rosselberg drives and gets fouled by number 1, Miles Godfrey. And with the way that these Cactus Shadow Falcons are playing, as you can see, the subs are being brought in. It looks like the coach is maybe not giving this one up, but he's kind of realized this one may be out of hand and wants to save maybe his starters. I maybe excuse me, folks.
Well, speaking on that just a little bit, these Etheridge brothers have been in almost the entire game, so trying to get them a rest. They are breathing really heavily on the bench here as they both give each other a high five on the bench, applauding each other for a good game so far.
And it looks like I stand corrected because Shabala is still in the game. And you're right, the Etheridge brothers are still they're on the bench, like you said. Can't even imagine how tired they must be on how hard they played during this game. As Ahmedovich gets the ball knocked away by Quincy Sims as the Cactus Shadow Falcons retain the ball.
Yeah, and for all the viewers at home, keep an eye on these Etheridge brothers as they progress in their high school career. I can almost guarantee you here in a few years, you will be hearing from the Verrado Vipers in this 5A division.
No doubt. When you play that hard, again, tonight the shots may not be falling, but again, that doesn't matter to them. They're playing hard defensively. They're making the right plays, and that's what you have to do to win games. They just got stuck with playing this very, very good Cactus Shadows team today, but really all the credit goes to really the whole Vipers team. They've played hard all night. Just some shots haven't fallen, and they've really, really, really taken a hit from the size advantage.
Yeah, and that will be something that Sebastian Penna, the other freshman center, 6'5", will hopefully come in once he gets a little bit more experience and try and help this Verrado team out.
As number 1, Miles Godfrey again drives into the lane, makes a tough layup, and expands this Cactus Shadow lead. As Quincy Sim takes a deep three from the wing, hits the top of the backboard, and is called out of bounds. And really everybody on this Cactus Shadows team has really impacted the game in a big way.
Yeah, they have. And again, we can't speak on him enough, but Trey Chemin has had his way on this game entirely.
As Ahmedovich has the ball in the wing, drives right. Back to the top of the key is Ahmedovich. Milanovic on the wing. Drives left into the lane. Pull-up jumper. No good. It's too long. Rebound Sims. Knocked away by Miles Godfrey again, who makes another play. Down low to Chemin, who jams it home to make this, again, about a 29-point lead, excuse me. As another charge is taken here by the Falcons, this time Carter Brown, and really all game. We asked Coach about it at halftime, but, you love to see these guys putting their body on the line.
Yeah, and again, as we asked Coach for Verrado at halftime, these turnovers really getting to them, and you've all seen it. This lead has expanded.
As Miles Godfrey gets the inbound, gets it back to Milanovic. Milanovic to the middle to Ahmedovich. Ahmedovich drives down the lane, jump stop, makes the left-handed layup, and again, that easy fast break layup who beats the press. Chabala brings that ball down the court. He hits the floater, but is fouled, and will go to the line again. And Chabala, their star players, one of Verrado's best players, just really couldn't get it going this game.
No, he really couldn't. As we've been talking about him all game, Trey Chemin has been guarding him all night long. That length, that size, it's just been hard for him to get his shots off, get to his spots.
Yeah, that is a big body to really try and get around and really try and shoot over as Chabala makes his first free throw. as it looks like the subs will be coming in as number 35, Luin Lazo, and number 5, Dominic Robideau. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I'm sorry, Mr. and Mrs. Robideau, if I am mispronouncing that. As they check into the game for the first time, and looks like to just get some playing time as Robideau makes his first play. Passes it down to Charles Allen, who does make the fast break layup. A tough layup, might I add, to expand this lead to 32. As the Vipers have the ball back. Lazario down to Chabala. Chabala has the ball in the wing. Drives right, drive into the lane. Tough left-handed layup.
And you'll see now that Trey Chemin's not on the floor, Sampson's going to start getting to his spots here.
As Godfrey drives the ball down the lane, drives right, passes it down low to Lazo, misses the layup. Number 21, Shea Ross with the rebound. Lazargo down to Etheridge. Etheridge crosses left, drives left, makes a left-handed layup. Again, being right-handed and being able to use that left hand effectively is very important, especially at high-level high school basketball.
Yeah, and you'll see these smaller guards now that Cactus Shadows has took a majority of their taller guys out, are getting to their spots, getting easy layups, easy shots here.
As Verrado will be called here for a foul. And it looks like Jordan Etheridge does seem to be hurt as he's being helped off by his brother and his coach.
Yeah, it seems that he's caught a cramp here on the court. He's headed to the bench, try and work that out.
Yeah, as you and I know, both being basketball players, those cramps are not enjoyable whatsoever.
They are not it, I will tell you, Jamal. They are not it at all.
As Miles Godfrey turns the ball over for the Falcons, and Verrado will take over possession of the ball. Ball's inbounded to Jabala. Jabala will bring the ball up the court. Jabala sizes up. Passes down to Trey Ross. Trey Ross back to Jabala. Jabala drives right. And he goes up for the layup, loses the ball, passes back into Trey Ross. Lazargo gets the ball, drives up the middle, back out to the corner. Jabala for three. It's good.
And again, you see him getting his shots up. He's going to get those now that Trey is not on the floor here.
As the Falcons get the ball back, number 5, Dominic Robideau gives the ball to Oliver. Godfrey with the ball in the corner, gets the ball knocked away. The Falcons will retain possession.
And I just want to speak on this really quickly. I know we've been talking a lot about Trey Chemin here on Cactus Shadows, but what a game from Carter Brown here as well.
Yeah, Carter Brown, 23 points. I mean, just rim running. You know, the entire game, getting down the court, beating everybody down the court. And really with these Verrado players, with his height advantage, if he gets a layup, if he gets within the paint, there's really nobody who's going to stop him. And Milanovic here shoots a three that's short. Oliver gets the rebound. Oliver drives down the lane. Out to the corner, Robideau. Robideau misses the three. Trey Ross gets the rebound. Chabala drives the ball on the court. Down to Lazargo. Lazargo crosses over. Drives left, pulls up. No shot, passes out to Chabala. Chabala sizes up, pulls up for three. A deep three. It's short. Trey Ross with the rebound. Layup, no good. Brady Wadsworth got the rebound there. Ball knocked away, and Verrado will retain possession of the ball.
And that's how you can just see here that size mismatch was actually the problem. Verrado getting a lot of offensive rebounds right now with these taller guys off the court.
As number 21, Trey Ross, and number 13, Brady Wadsworth will check out of the game. Jay Etheridge with the ball, pass it to Lazargo. Lazargo crosses over, spins, layup, no good, too hard. Number 34 is Xander Cruz, who checks into the game, gets a bucket very quickly. Number 5 with the ball, Robideau, drives up the court, gets called for a carry, turnover, Verrado Vipers ball. Well, D'Lo, we can really see it's Cactus Shadows really dominated this game, and we mentioned at the beginning of the game, we talked about it a ton during the game. The size advantage really took over, and you know, you could tell these guys to box out, but it's only so hard to box out when the size advantage is about 3 or 4 inches.
Yeah, it's huge, these Cactus Shadow guys over here, and we saw that tonight. Plenty of offensive as well as defensive rebounds, and it really controlled the game for them.
As number 11, Gabriel Gustafsson checks into the game for the first time. Number 32 in the corner for 3, no good. Rebound Lazo. Lazo passes the ball up to number 5, Robodo. Stops. Pulls up for mid-range. No good. Too long. Rebound number 34, Xander Cruz. Miles Godfrey, who gets another steal, who I don't think we've talked about enough during this game. I mean, he's just made play after play for these Falcons.
Yeah, most likely here with 20 seconds left, you'll see Cactus Shadows just hold it out for the game here.
Yeah, it looks about like it. Lazo has the ball in the corner, who's trapped. Down to Milanovic. Robodo looks for a shot, but does not take it. As Connor Oliver will hold the ball, and the time will run out as the Cactus Shadow Falcons take this one by a big margin, 33 points. As the final score, Cactus Shadow Falcons, 78, Verrado Vipers, 55.
I'm correcting Jamal Gumo on his math over here.
Did I say what? I thought I said 33.
That is definitely 23 points.
That's 78 to 55. Oh, that's 23.
Yeah, that is definitely 23 points here.
It's been a while, D'Lo, since I've been in high school. I've been having to do a little math. But we will be getting our player of the game, and I believe Trey Chemin, to see if we can get an interview with them. Yes, we're going to
try and get an interview with Trey Chemin after the game here. After they head to the locker room and break it down.
Yeah, as a team that's really regrouping. And D'Lo, if we can talk.
Yeah, so we're going to get Trey Chemin and Carter Brown over here for Cactus Shadows after the game. After they go huddle, talk about the game here.
And D'Lo, if we can just talk about the game a little bit. As we actually, no, let's take a quick break. We'll be back in about 90 seconds. I'm standing here with Carter Brown, 23 points, Carter. And we were talking about it during the game, the size advantage that you guys had over Verrado and the ability to put the ball back easily. How did that affect tonight?
Yeah, it was good. You know, we obviously had the size advantage and we were able to just score efficiently. It was really good for the whole team.
And then I also asked Coach about it at halftime, laying your body out on the line, taking all the charges, really playing defense, and going straight up, the biggest thing. What do you do in practice to really perfect that?
Yeah, you know, we really harp on just good, like really just good defense, and you don't take a charge, you don't play. So that's our team morale, and that's just what we do.
No, that's awesome, man. And lastly, I got for you your teammates, man. Guys like Trey, guys like Miles, who really played their behind off today. Milanovic, again, just really played hard. You know, the chemistry that you have, how much does that impact your play on the court?
Everything. We don't have good chemistry, we don't win. So simple as that.
Hey, thank you, man.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Hey, yes, sir.
Thank you.
All righty, and my name, David, again, here with Trey Chemin after the game. Very solid performance here. We were talking about it during the game, size, length, just the ability to get your shot off from anywhere on the court. How long have you really practiced that?
You know, I've been playing on varsity since my freshman year, so just being on this team for 3 years has prepared me to play at that physical level and keep performing every night and have that experience.
Yeah, and we saw during the game all of the head taps on there for all those dunks that you got out there. How good does it feel to have that momentum as well as the student section out there cheering you on?
It was a home opener. We had a ton of fans come out, and I just wanted to get the team hype and going so we could come out and get the team out of here.
Perfect. And one last thing before we let you go to the locker room here. How do you guys look to keep this momentum heading into the rest of your season?
You know, as a team, we have great chemistry, not on the court, but just off the court as well. So as long as we keep playing together, working as a team, and trusting each other, we'll be in good shape. So,
well, perfect. Thank you for allowing us to get you and Carter out here, and we wish you the best of seasons.
thank you.
And you've heard it here. Ending our broadcast there for the game tonight as Cactus Shadows beats Verrado by 23. Our next game probably, I think, next Friday here. So we'll see you guys again next Friday, and have a good week.